Well, everyone, we are chilling here at Summer Games Fest. I guess it's play days technically, but we are here. We just played like Blood Message and some other stuff we'll talk about soon. But I wanted to talk real quick about the Xbox showcase because that just happened and there is a lot to talk about. I'm here, of course, with Jacob. He's over there. It's locking my face. It doesn't want to share the screen. I'm here also with the manager extraordinaire, Jake. Hello, Jake. Good to see you. But I wanted to chat about some of these things and do just like a broad overview first before we get into specifics. First things first, I think the most pressing and important one for everybody, Call of Duty. Wow, no, I don't know why they keep finishing on it. I get it. Like every year, objectively, it has the most players of anything that they have on their docket. Makes sense. Like talk about that. It's a big deal, even though it's not a big deal for like, I would imagine the most hardcore Xbox gamers. I get it, but it is a meme at this point that they finish on Call of Duty. But as for like specific stuff, I think the main takeaway I have is that there is just an energy that has not been at Xbox in a very long time. Like people are excited, people are optimistic, and a lot of the show. And this was one of the points of feedback I think that they put out, which is fair, is that this show didn't have a lot of like big surprises, not a lot of big like wow moments, because most of the stuff that was there was kind of expected. We knew Fable was going to be there. We knew that they were going to show off like Valor Mortis, probably Microsoft Flight Sim, Halo. Like we knew that these things were going to be there. But still, nonetheless, it's good to see. Sorry, this leaf is attacking me. But even still, like the quality is there, and the fact that they do seem to be returning to console exclusives has led to a good amount of excitement. And I'm going to be real. I think that new limited edition Xbox with the translucent plastic looks freaking awesome. I know some people thinks it looks trashy. I've told you guys on stream, I think make all electronics translucent. If I could buy an iPhone or a laptop that was clear and that I could see through, I would do it in a heartbeat, because I just think it looks cool. And so seeing that thing is freaking sweet. Like I don't need a new Xbox Series X. I kind of want one of those. You know, it's really cool to see. Now as for like specific stuff that was shown, overall, I think it all looks really, really good. There wasn't anything shown that I was like, no, like nothing that was shown left me like more negative than going in. Like the stuff that I was already like meh on, I'm still meh on. But like Fable showing off a trailer that's darker and like kind of gritty, I wasn't ready for that. But I'm glad to see it. Piece of feedback for Fable: still no extended gameplay. Like if we could just get 20 minutes of unedited gameplay, 30 minutes of unedited gameplay, I think it would be great. I think that'd be good. It's my understanding they are doing for select media a preview of the gameplay, which I think the embargo lifts on Wednesday, I believe. That though, it's my understanding is that it's hands off, so it's not like they're letting people play it. So I don't know. I still have questions on how it actually plays, and the fact that we still haven't seen it in like unedited detail is frustrating, but hopefully soon. And that's coming, of course, in February. I think a lot of stuff actually is going to shift towards January, February. Right now, September and August are filling up. October to a lesser extent, but like September is ridiculously stacked with even like AAA games 2 days apart, and that just doesn't work. I mean, yeah, you don't want to be close to GTA 6, but you also don't want to be close to Wolverine, and so I wouldn't be surprised in the next few weeks if we see delays and things shifting to like January, February. As for some of the other stuff, like Doom DLC, again, it was predicted. That's cool. We'll see how that does. A standalone Senua game that they are framing as action adventure that is in the same universe is interesting. And I, to their credit, I think they took the feedback from Senua Saga and Sacrifice, and they were just like, okay, yeah, no, people are frustrated with 4 hours and basically no gameplay. And so we got to do something different. And to their credit, they seem to be doing it. And to Xbox's credit, they didn't shut them down, because apparently the last Senua game did not really perform. So I'm excited to see that, whatever that turns into. I really like Senua Saga. I just thought that the second game was like one of the most disappointing things I've ever played. Like, it was so much worse than I was expecting. What else is there? State of Decay 3 looks really good. I just want to know more. I want to play it. I love State of Decay, and it actually looks like they've kind of nailed the AAA vibes. So that looks good. Presentation's really good. Plague Tale, anything Plague Tale, I'm into. Just give me Plague Tale. Clockwork Revolution, also a Xbox console exclusive. And they even, in their announcement, I can find the exact phrasing, but I believe how they said it was, it is not a timed exclusive. Like, they typed out, not a timed exclusive. It is a console exclusive. They are not bringing it to PlayStation. And I just think that this is setting up like such a fascinating next generation, which probably kickstarts in like 29, honestly, but it's setting up such a fascinating rivalry where both platforms are returning to something they abandoned in a desire to like get people excited enough to move to their platforms. And I think it's more than anything that PC has become way, way, way more appealing, especially as price hikes have hit, especially as things like online subscriptions and stuff become more prevalent and more expensive. People seemingly, if they have the choice between like PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, a lot of people are choosing to shift towards open platforms like PC, and that freaks out the console guys because that doesn't work. Even if they launch a game on PlayStation, it works if PC gamers move to PlayStation by buying consoles, of course, and it works if they are on PC and they happen to now also buy PlayStation games through Steam or something, because that's just money left on the table. What is unacceptable for them is PlayStation gamers leaving for PC. And that's the same thing with Xbox. Is it's clear over the last few years, I don't think it works for any of these platforms to open it up so much that the platform means nothing. And that's kind of what they seemingly have discovered, is that when your platform is so open that everything becomes part of your platform means basically nothing. And so it just doesn't work at that point. So it's going to be really interesting. PlayStation doubling down on exclusives, on platform exclusives, Xbox doing the same thing. And I guess I should clarify, because sometimes people misunderstand what's being said. If I was the God King of gaming, I would wave my mighty magic wand and I would demand that all games go everywhere. Nothing's exclusive. Everything is polished and comes day and date. Like, that's what I would prefer, especially as a PC gamer. Like, yeah, that'd be great to play games from any publisher at 8K, or 4K 120. Like, that's my preference. But I'm not the God King of gaming, and so it is what it is. And more than anything, if I can't have my way, at the very least, I hope that there is competition, and I hope that there are as many healthy platforms and competing platforms as possible, because that's what drives innovation, that's what drives competition, and that's what lowers prices, that's what keeps hardware cheap when PlayStation is scared of what Xbox is going to do. Throughout the last 20 years, every time that there's been something really, really good for consumers, it's usually born out of competition and the desire to screw over a competitor that got too full of themselves, like with Xbox and the Xbox One, when they were being really greedy, trying to get rid of secondhand games and always online stuff. And PlayStation came along and was like, this is our chance, this is our opportunity. And they killed that generation as a result. And I'm hoping that next gen is filled with competition and everybody gives each other a run for their money. Amazingly enough, I think Nintendo Switch 2 might actually do a good job of that, because that device is powerful enough. It's running current gen games. Like, if you have not seen gameplay footage of Resident Evil 9 Requiem running on a Switch 2, look it up. It's ridiculous. So I hope that all of this indicates broader competition. And I think that the showcase demonstrated that Xbox is hungry and they're pushing and they're trying, and that's just good to see. Now, they do still have a long way to go. Of course, you can do a showcase that's interesting and that has some big games that people are excited about. You can show Gears, you can show like Call of Duty, you can show State of Decay, you can show Senua, you can show Clockwork Revolution and all that. But if you don't have something like really, like if you don't have the execution and the delivery, it doesn't matter. It won't matter. And that's what they really need to land. They need to start getting, good review scores. They need to start getting people excited. And as we've talked about a lot, I remember talking about it with Jor on the podcast. They need to nail the feeling of a moment when a game comes out. Halo is coming in July. That needs to feel like a beat. That needs to feel like a moment. Same with Clockwork, same with Gears, same with even to a similar extent Call of Duty, Fable. Like these need to feel like moments where everybody kind of pauses, takes a breath, and experiences it together. And I'm hopeful they can do that. I think Asha has a much better idea of how to do that than Phil and Sarah did. They just seemed to do whatever they were going to do. So I'm optimistic, but I think that's probably the operative thing. Like after all of this time, after 5 to 6 years of steady brand decline, in the pursuit of, I think, noble things. I think Phil and Sarah had good intentions. They were trying to make a good value platform with Game Pass, best value in game. And I think they did that. It's just they fundamentally misunderstood how to make a brand that is valuable. Like they were creating value or extracting value at the cost of brand equity with consumers. And they suffer the consequences of it because you can only suck so much value out of something before it dries up. And that's what started to happen pretty clearly. So I'm hopeful that Asha can figure it out and nail it. She seems to have the team behind her. She's got energy. There's passionate people there. And I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. But we'll see how it goes. How are you feeling about everything, Jacob? How are you feeling?
Am I in the frame?
Yeah.
No.
Boy.
I feel good. I've liked what I've seen so far.
It does not like you.
I will say, though, to give us a spicy cliffhanger, I'm afraid we have to run. We have somewhere very important.
Oh, yes, we have to run. I don't know if you guys could hear it. We have to run. We have an appointment, so we're going to go do that thing. But much love. I will see you guys soon. We're going to do dedicated videos on like Blood Message and some of the other stuff we've seen and played. But we got to run, okay? Much love. I will see you guys in the next one. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye. Mwah.